I look out my bedroom window every night. I've lived here for years, and I know the landscape of this yard in the dark. It is a patch of empty, unremarkable ground. But at 3:12 a.m., I woke up for no reason. The room was silent, but the air felt heavy, thick enough that taking a breath felt like a physical effort. When I turned toward the glass, the silhouette of a massive tree occupied the space. It stood where nothing had been just hours before. Its proportions defied nature. It was tall and spindly, stretching upward into the blackness on a trunk far too thin to support its own height. It stood so close to the house that the tips of its branches rested mere fractions of an inch away from my bedroom window. There was no wind, and the tree didn't sway. It remained perfectly, unnaturally still. I sat up slowly, staring at the glass. The thin pane of a window was the only thing left between my bed and a physical impossibility. I tried to tell myself I was dreaming, that this was a lingering trick of sleep paralysis, but the branches didn't look like wood. They had joints. They had elbows and wrists. They looked like human arms stretched to a breaking point. I leaned closer to the window. The trunk didn't have bark. It was covered in a layer of pale, leathery skin that looked as though it had been vacuum sealed over the wood. My breath slowed as I noticed the shapes shifting underneath that skin. I saw the impressions of human faces, dozens of them, pressed outward against the tight surface of the trunk. Their eyes were shut tight. Their mouths were slightly open, caught in a fixed, silent gasp. They looked as though they were drowning inside the trunk, straining against the flesh but unable to break through, frozen, like they were trapped inside. Panic finally hit. I scrambled backward, putting as much distance as I could between myself and the glass. Then I heard it, a soft, deliberate tapping. It was coming from the other side of the pane. One of the arm-like branches began to move. Its tip slid down the glass, dragging slowly as if it were feeling for a way inside. The movement stopped. One of the faces trapped in the trunk opened its eyes. It didn't just look into the room. It tracked my movement. As I shifted to the left, its pupils followed me, locking onto my eyes with a sudden, sharp clarity. The skin over the face stretched as it pushed outward. Its mouth began to open, pulling wider and wider until the jaw seemed to snap. A voice came through the glass. It was my own voice, the exact pitch, the exact inflection, whispering that there was room for one more. The branch hit the window with a heavy thud. It hadn't grown there by chance. It had been positioned at the height of my window, using my own voice to call me into the trunk. Whatever happens, don't let it touch the glass.